Kettering, 1964 to 1969. In the summer of 1964 we moved to Kettering, where Dad had been appointed as the vicar of St Andrew's Church. The first thing I did was to go to a scout camp with the Abington troop to which I used to belong. On one excursion to the town we met some girls standing outside the cinema, who were about to see A Hard Day's Night for the 7th time. After Kathleen's baptism, with all the family assembled, we took the opportunity to produce a tape recording of messages to be sent to Uncle Charlie, who had recently emigrated to Australia. Each Sunday evening I caught the bus from Kettering to Derngate bus station, Northampton, for a connection to Stratton, and also every week the same couple sat a few seats in front of me, and each week an argument developed between them, which they had usually resolved by the time we reached Northampton. It was quite sad leaving Kettering at dusk as the bells for evensong rang. I had to wait about an hour at Derngate for the Stratton bus. One day I met Grandpa Whiteman there as he was making his way home after a meeting. A tramp, for whom Grandpa had bought a mug of tea, threatened me because he thought I was staring at him. The bus delivered me to the main road, from where I walked down to Stratton village by torchlight. I became a boarder again for the last term and the common entrance examinations. I was made a prefect and put in charge of a senior dormitory. Mum and Dad wanted me to go to St John's Public School, Leatherhead, where Dad had been educated, but Mr Hunter told them that I was not good enough. The exams came and went, and it was found that I had obtained 76% in geometry, 82% in arithmetic, and 96% in algebra. Although I only got 36% for religious studies, all the other marks were over 45%. This would have been enough for St John's, but it was too late. In January 1965, I took the train from Kettering to Wellingborough for my first day at the town's public school. There was an older boy at the station, to whom I said hello and put out my hand. He simply looked down at me and said nothing. A week before, Dad had taken me to the school for an induction day, where we met the new headmaster. In conversation, Dad suggested to him, in jest, that we, the headmaster and I, were both new boys. He seemed to take great offence at this. The whole experience for me was something of a culture shock, as I soon learned that public school boys were supposed to be, and therefore act like young gentlemen, and so playing was no longer permitted. We wore suits, and boaters when in town, and were required to walk everywhere in the school grounds, and when in uniform outside the school. Come back, Mr. Hunter, and Spratton Hall School. All is forgiven.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room, in my room, in my room, in my room. In this world I lock down all my worries and my fears. In my room, in my room, in my room, in my room. Do my dreaming and my scheming, lie awake and pray. Do my crying and my sighing, love a gist of day. Do my dreaming and my scheming, lie awake and pray. Do my crying and my sighing, love just a day. Now it's dark and I'm alone and I won't be afraid. In my room, 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 in my room. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room, in my room, in my room, in my